So I apologize for the late start. I'm so glad to be here at all. Um, Thank you all for joining. Wow, the lighting in here is a little extreme. I'm going to try to. Okay. Hi. So sorry for again being late. We're having some interesting computer situations, but this will be a long time doing weekly webisodes. So at some point we'll get it figured out and look back on the old days and laugh. Um, and so I want to, today we're talking about how to be healthfully empathic. And this is like such an important issue, of course, because we are, those of us who are emotionally connecting people, we, you know, we get affected by what's around us. So, one of the things to think about is what does it mean to be empathic versus compassionate, versus just being connected in a resonant manner. So, when you are an empath, the things that happen out there, we absorb them, we feel them. You know, um, we're affected by what's out there. When you're compassionate, that means that whatever is happening out there, it provokes a response within us that we then give back out generally. But the level of compassion that we share outward is not necessarily what is coming to us. Um, so we have the ability to sort of measure what we're taking in and what we wish to put out there. For people who are empathic, it can be such an automatic knee-jerk reaction. Someone out there is hurting, I feel the hurt. Just like whenever I'm in a public place and one child shouts "Mom," every single mother turns around. Even if your kids are now grown, it's just an automatic thing. Is that my kid? That's just the way it is. For empaths, automatically absorbing and responding from whatever you're feeling out there, it's just like that. For people who are compassionate, then something's out there, you resonate with it, and you choose your response to give out there. Most people who are compassionate are not really empathic, or if they are empathic, they've put up a lot of walls of protection. So it's, the balance is to, as the emotions come in and you feel them, you're like, I'm feeling something. Is this mine or does it belong to someone else? Oh, it belongs to someone else. Well, then why don't I observe it rather than absorb it? And, then you can be a little more analytical or a little more helpful or a little more observational and do some work without having all of it come in. Sometimes when I have clients come in for private sessions, before the session starts, I'll start feeling what their issues are, or I'll feel what they're feeling because we're already connected. And then our session starts, and I'll say, "So I'm feeling a great deal of this, and I'm feeling that, and it feels like it's this, and that. Is this yours?" And they'll go, "Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling." When and this is something I have to be careful about because this could be detrimental for my health to have someone else's feelings come in, especially if I'm seeing like 3, 4, or 5 clients in a day, and all of them are coming because they have like distresses or anxieties, or I have to make sure that I'm not absorbing their information, but I want to be aware of it and helpful in response. So for all my empathic friends, um, homework for you is, as things start coming in, stop and go, is this for me? Is this mine, or is it someone else's? Then what do I, and like, play with it a bit, practice with it a bit. Okay, if I bring it closer, how do I feel? And then if I pull it back, how do I feel? Where is the area where I can be most helpful? Or is this something for me to observe and learn from, but not be helpful? Certainly, plenty of empaths get an unwarranted reputation of being nosy or a busybody because we feel the need to help people. Oh, I'm feeling what you're feeling. I want to help you. These people are like, I don't even know who you are. Why are you like butting into my business? Or, it can be equally distressing for someone who's just going through their life with their distress or anxiety, and then someone comes in to help them, whether they want to be helped or not. So when you keep the emotions a little further out there, you are neutral enough to be able to determine, is this something you go and help people with, or is this just like your growing awareness and understanding how to manage your awareness and well-being? So, and I apologize because aside from running late, I think we got the technical issues working out. But running late, it also threw off my vibration. So I have, excuse me, I must have been really loud sneezing into this. I have Archangel Michael with a whole group of angels here. And I had so much anxiety about getting this up and running. I don't think I can channel them tonight. I'll pass along messages, and who knows, I'll pass along what they're telling me and see if I can open up more. But Archangel Michael is, and he's got a whole team, he's got a whole collective that's focused on this. They're working on building, they're calling it like a safe haven of energy, a mandala of a grid of energy around our planet that's just for the sole purpose of healing and raising the vibration. And okay, so here's what they want me to explain. Well, a lot of love coming through, so much love for all of you. What they want me to explain is that, of course, there's many mandalas of energy surrounding our planet. And as people who are empathic connect with these mandalas, it becomes a two-way relationship. And if you want to learn more about mandalas and how to work with them, we can work on that another time. But for now, there's plenty on YouTube about that. I want to get to their message. So mandala is like a net or a grid of energy that we can tap into, either to add to it, to receive from it, to communicate. On my YouTube channel, I have where Father Joseph, a video where Father Joseph, Jesus's dad, was talking about working with the animal mandalas, and he was saying, I think this was a message from him when I was in New Hampshire at Raven Wolf Center, and it was him and these Galaxy Creators Collective. So you can find that on my channel. So he was saying, if you want to connect with the elephants, who certainly are trying very hard to work with us and help us. First, do some reading, some research, online searching on elephants, increase your knowledge and connect. Watch documentaries or movies about elephants. Like, get really immersed with the elephant information, absorb more understanding, and then go either, if you have like here in the Washington D.C. area, the National Zoo is excellent. So you can go there because the animals are happy for the most part, and well treated and healthy. So they're great elephants there for us to connect with. Or you can, you know, um, watch some elephants on video and then meditate and connect, or listen to elephant sounds um, on, a stereo and connect. If you can go to where there are like live elephants, then connect with one or a few. Go, like, I'll go to the National Zoo and I'll just sit for hours at, say, the elephant area. And the elephants are just so wise and brilliant and amazing and so divine that they enjoy connecting with us when we give them the chance. And they communicate telepathically back and forth. And then you can ask the elephants, and it may take a few visits, ask the elephants to allow you to coast on their connection to the elephant mandala. And they will take you. It's like taking someone by the hand. Here, let me show you. And you go to the mandala of elephant energy, which connects all the elephants in the planet and the elephants' higher selves. It's, a beautiful experience that really increases your awareness. And Father Joseph said then the next week, do the same with bears or do the same with cats. If you have an animal in your home, a dog, a cat, fish, you can do this with them. Of course, always ask anyone's permission before communicating telepathically, because they may not want you in their head. It's only polite. So for empaths, when we connect with a mandala of energy, we connect on a very emotional level and emotional energy. If you connect to the mandala of those who are sending healing energy to our planet, even if you feel like you don't have the ability to send healing love to the politicians, to the terrorists, to, the big game hunters, to the, all the people that I perceive as bringing harm to the planet, it's very difficult for me to give love to them. I know how far I can go before I'm like, that's going to take a lot of effort and I'm going to be resisting myself. But I can send love and energy to those who are successfully sending love and healing energy to these people. And then they use my energy to better support their work. That way, I'm being helpful in a way that is much more effective than I would be on my own. So by working as an empath with the mandalas, and again, before you start doing the work, get to work with the mandalas, get to know them, learn how to connect with them, learn how to communicate through them, and, ride, coast through the mandalas. And then when you connect with that of people who are sending beautiful love to to our planet, or to the sacred word of Om, that's a wonderful mandala, or send your support to like the Tibetan monks, people that can amplify your energy, then you can feel good about how much you're doing, which of course raises your energy. And as your energy goes up and you learn to explore the mandalas more, you realize there's angelic mandalas, there's like so many mandalas. And they don't just wrap around our earth or go through our earth. Of course, they're connected outward cosmically. And then you learn to really springboard off the mandalas to, you know, angels and whoever else is out there that's connected to sending love and healing energy to our planet. So if you want to do a little astral projecting, but you want to make sure that your body is safe, no little bugaboos come in, which, you know, you don't really have to worry about that much. But we do worry about it, and the worry of it kind of keeps us heavy and trapped in our body. So if you working with the mandalas for an empath is a great way of being able to astral project or consciousness project. Keep your soul in your body and let your awareness go out to places that you know are very safe because they're connected to the mandalas of love and healing energy that are around our planet. So that was the preamble. And certainly someday I can get some, I love working with mandala energy, but we can get people who know more than me on here, like, and do a little chat about that. So Archangel Michael is here. He wants me to explain to you that, wow, this force of love, this sphere of love that surrounds our planet, whenever the angels touch it, there's the spirit and they touch it, they're like sending love all through, just absolute pure love. And they send it through rain, through the wind, through the elements, as well as try to infuse the air with it. So the more, of course, we caretake our planet, the more we have pure air for them to fill with love. And the more we send love out, the more their energy is able to be amplified by us as resonators on the planet. So this is where being an empath gets tricky, because when there's pain and suffering and distress, of course, everyone feels it. And really, everyone's an empath. Anytime you see anyone who's telepathic, empathic, has any clairs, every single person on the planet has the ability to use all of this. It's just how much have you shut down, or how much are, you working with at the moment. Just like anyone can dance, anyone can sing. Some people are a little tone deaf, and some people are, amazing singers. But it's the same with all the clairs and mediumship and all of this work. If you want to do it, you can learn how and do it. So when I say an empath, I do mean, and this is like Michael wants to make sure everyone understands, that everyone on the planet has this ability. It's just how much of the ability do you use? The more you use it, the more you call yourself an empath. It's one of the ways you define yourself as a person. Just as I define myself as a chef because I love cooking, and it's how I show love to others. But that's something external. It can be transferred to any skill, embroidery, gardening, whatever. But empath, while it's an ability, It's not who we are, because then every single person would say, yes, I'm an empath. Yes, I'm a telepath. Um, so when we call ourselves an empath, and when you meet people who are there, that means that they have awakened this aspect of their natural being and they're utilizing it. But sorry, they're so because we're awake within our empathy and we're using it, we absorb all of this stuff. I spend a lot of time in deep sorrow over the elephants and what's happening to them, and to all the animals and to the land. But my sorrow is resonating with the pain they're experiencing, but it doesn't help them. What helps them is when I fill myself with joy and send that joy to them, which is a bit of a catch-22. To me, I feel very selfish when I know they're suffering. How dare I feel joy? But then if I don't allow divine cosmic joy to fill myself and then send it to the mandalas and to the beings, I'm depriving them. So I have to get into a little tussle with my ego. Hey, ego, why do you think I don't deserve to feel love? Why do you think when I connect with elephants, it should only be in pain and distress, when that's not fun for anyone? And my ego will be, well, you're feeling this pain and it's mixing with your poor self-esteem, and it's mixing with memories of times when you were upset before, and it's just creating like a stew within me of distress. And my ego will tell me, you have found the lowest common denominator of connection. As I heal all the distresses within myself, I then send the same healing energy to the elephants. It can be any mandala, but again, I love to work with elephants, and that's whom I'm working with at the moment with this. And as I'm sending, if I'm like coming in like, oh, I connect with the elephants and I feel pain, I'm going to heal the pain in myself. Where's the pain? Oh, when I was 8 years old, I was teased by some mean girls. Oh, when I was 20, I was having a rough year at college. Oh, whatever, these memories will come up, and I will fill them with love and light and heal them. And as I heal them and I feel that lightness coming out of me, I'll project that lightness to the elephants. My memories, the mandalas, however I want to connect, because I know my energy is going to them. I'm now raising the lowest common denominator. And I go through it, go through it, go through it, go through it, until I'm resonating with the elephants on their level. Our lowest common denominator becomes, I've released all my garbage, so now I can rise to their level. When I rise to their level, I'm able to be, helpful. I'm able to give them that which they need. And this is how I use my natural empathy to create healing. And in my YouTube video, the last one where Jesus spoke about his crucifixion and how he used that to heal the planet, he was very clear. Every single person alive can do this. That he was a human being in an incarnation who chose to heal the planet. But, he put a lot of work into it, and he was pretty evolved, many lives human. But there's a lot of us out there. And if you feel like you can't alone, get a friend to do it with you, get a small group to do it together. Think how powerful that will be. Then you have a web, a net of energy. You're creating your own little grid, your own little mandala, and you raise it up and connect to the mandala of the Tibetan monks, elephants, white buffaloes, the rivers and streams, the oceans, Choose not the mandala that you think you should work on, but the one that is resonating in your heart at the moment. Yeah, so that's what Archangel Michael wants me to talk to you about, that absorbing pain and then allowing yourself to suffer is the opposite of what we're meant to be doing. Okay, so he wants me to talk about the heart chakra. So, of course, as our chakras are through our body, a lot of times when people are like feeling upset about things, they get blocked chakras and they feel like in order to fix the energy flow, they have to focus only on that one chakra to like see what they're doing wrong, see how they're feeling wrong, and fix it. This is like a lot of energy going towards a negative situation. Whenever, whenever you are healing or fixing anything injured, wounded, broken, hurt within you, do so from an emotionally neutral perspective where you are providing a healing for someone in pain. Don't dive in and wallow in it. We've talked before about if a friend is very distressed and they come to you because you're an empath, it's natural to absorb all their distress. And then you have to heal yourself before you can start to heal them. So if you remain emotionally neutral, you can be there for them. You can see their situation. You can read their emotions. You can hear their words. You can help them find their way back to positive resonance and clear perspective without anything negative happening in you. Because as you know, this can lead to, sleepless nights, physical ailments, a lot of bad stuff. It can shorten your life. So, so if we're going to be emotionally neutral to be helpful to those outside of our body, the distresses, our friends who are hurt that are inside our body deserve the same respect. So what, okay, Michael is saying what he sees a lot of is someone says, oh, I would like to manifest, but I can't because my sacral chakra is all blocked and I'm trying to work on it, but it's so distressing. I go into my sacral chakra and it's just like all this bad stuff and this, and I'm like, bad sacral chakra. And then I'm mad at myself for letting it happen. Like this whole cycle of abuse and abuse for abuse. Oh, why am I being mean to myself? Now I'm mad at myself for being mean to myself. And then it just gets heavier and heavier. And, your energy cycles downward. Of course, you can't manifest if you're just like loading all the weights of torment upon yourself. So instead, you go with emotional neutrality to your issues. And you look upon them with compassion, with empathy, but not absorbing. Even though it's inside you, it's not of you. It's not who you are. It's a memory or a feeling that's trapped in you. So give it the respect and appreciation to hear it, see it, be aware of what it's feeling, but don't absorb it. So then it's easier to release and allow this energy to go back to its energy family. It doesn't really want to be trapped in you any more than you want it there. So when you're looking at your chakras and you're like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, you're not. You are a divine being of love. You are someone so extraordinary that an angel watches over you all the time, just looking for opportunities to help you. So you are someone who is worthy of that. When you look in yourself, anytime you find anything that's a lower vibration than that, then it's something that needs to be evolved or healed or released, because it is not you, it is something that is within you. So our what he was saying about the chakras is, our heart chakra We have our energetic heart and we have our physical heart. Some people see it as what is it, a green and pink, or they see green and pink here. But our heart chakra is the only one of the main chakras that's really two chakras. There's a reason for that. And actually, he wants me to mention it's three chakras because you have your cosmic heart here. And the reason for this is as the divine energy is flowing through our body, we allow it to go into our heart. And as our heart is pumping blood and oxygen, we add divine love and let the divine love flow with the blood and oxygen through our body so that we truly become mind, body, spirit, a divine being filled with, blessings and love. A lot of people get confused, and we take the anxiety and distress in our heart and send it into this energy that flows through our chakras. And that's the origin of a lot of the blocks in our chakras. We're like, oh, my throat chakra is blocked. But if you follow that line of energy, you'll find it originates in your heart. Your throat chakra is blocked because you feel pain and distress whenever you say something and everyone yells at you for going, oh, look at the angel over there. Why are you so weird? Oh, my heart hurts. Okay, I'm going to close off my throat chakra. So Archangel Michael is saying, fill yourself with divine love. Fill yourself with the joy and blessings of the angels, and then send that energy into your heart. Just sideways over. You're still flowing this way, but then you flow some this way and let it flow through your body. This is one way that you heal yourself from all the physical ailments and keep your body in good shape. And then the cosmic heart on this side, you know how like when you're talking with your guides, a lot of times you sort of project thoughts out there, but you hear them back here, and they talk in this ear. They're like sometimes out there, and when I do past life readings for people, a lot of times the past lives come in over their left shoulder first and foremost. And I know mediums, when people who have passed they come in over their right. That's my left. So their right shoulder. I'm super dyslexic. So anyway, this side here, not the physical heart side, but the energetic heart side, or the cosmic heart side. That's where all the divine energy comes in through. So if you're doing, it's a great meditation. Let the beautiful energy flow through your being, divide some to your physical heart, and then bring it back through your energetic heart to your cosmic heart, and back and forth, creating an infinity loop between your three hearts. And then, for those of you who like to do energy healing, we do this in our spoon bending classes. You can hold on to something, or just hold your hands, or you can touch something. And as the energy is going through this way, send it through your hand. And you can even do it like fingers, or like, like this, through here, where it's caught up in the loop, and through here, and keep the energy flowing through here. When you get good at that, you will really understand how the energy flows through your body, and how much of what's in your body is you versus giving yourself beautiful divine energy flushes versus debris that should just be flushed out. So Archangel Michael wanted me to explain this to you because the more we make ourselves filled with love and self-love, the more then when we connect with those that are in pain, we're able to send our love to them. And the more we can raise our lowest state of being to be higher, which will help the angels as they're trying to create all this healing energy to come into the earth. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, yes, getting love and blessings from Archangel Michael and his friends. Um, yeah, they're sending love to all of you right now. And it's interesting. They're creating like a love stamp, a love imprint on this video. So anytime anyone watches it, they're going to get that love and healing and connection. Thank you all. Next week, hopefully, we'll start on time. And it's already been brought to my attention that next week we are going to talk about how to use your ego, and so it was two things. It was your ego. We're going to work with how to use your ego to really be your best self through and through. How to get your ego to really work for you, and you know, to be use your ego to be your most honest, balanced self in a very positive, loving way. Um, yeah, ego is ready for us to stop saying, "Oh, I try to banish my ego. I try to push my ego out." Like ego's in you for a reason, and it's in you because it's supposed to be helping, but brings up a lot of uncomfortable stuff, saying we got to deal with this. And so, anyway, next week we're going to work with our ego, and that will be really powerful. And if I can get, like, next week, I'll try to have a friend here with me so that I can do some channeling um, and be on time. Okay. Thank you all. Love you. Feel welcome to message me if you have any questions. And subscribe to my channel, please. I need to get um, more active community going. Um, yeah, Jesus has given me a huge challenge, but he wants, he wants a lot more activity here. So, thank you all. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful night, day, whatever it is where you're watching this. Take care. Bye. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know how to get this started, and now I don't know how to get it to stop. So there we go. Starting output failed. Please check log for details. I have no idea what's going on here. So we may be streaming for a little while I get this figured out. Stop